Good morning, everyone. I suppose my voice is audible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So without any delay, I'm going to share my screen. All of you, wait. All of you, please tell me whether my screen is visible to you. All.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we will, last class we have learned about cyber law. Today we will learn about email crime and identity theft. Since this is a chapter of cyber security, so today we will learn about email crime and identity theft. We will cover different aspects of cyber security. What are the types of crimes that are committed over net? What is cyber law? What are its various features? We will cover each and every aspect. Before going into the lecture, I want to ask everyone whether all of you have gone through what I have taught in my last class, and if there is anything which you need to ask, then you can do so. Is there anything you want to ask related to cyber law? If there is anything that you can ask, then you can do so, else I will continue with the topic. Is there any question? I don't think there is any question. Email has fast emerged as the world's most preferred form of communication. Billions of email messages traverse the globe daily. Like any other form of communication, email is also misused by criminal elements. The ease, speed, and relative anonymity of email has made it a powerful tool for criminals. Email has, actually it has emerged as most used medium. Each and every second, maybe thousands emails are flashing over it. I request everyone to there's noise from someone's end. Okay, I muted all. So, the ease, speed, and relative anonymity of email. Since it is very easy to send email by any hacker, as it can be from some anonymous people. Email crimes. What are the types of email crimes? These are different types. Email fraud, email spoofing, sending malicious codes through email, email bombing, sending threatening emails, defamatory emails. These are different types of email crime which are committed over net. Can anyone explain one by one all these, maybe one or two line of description? What is email fraud? What is email fraud? Can anyone tell me? Vinita, do you have any idea about email fraud? অতনু মান্না। Email fraud is considered a cyber crime. It falls under the under cybercrime because maybe there are different types of fraud. Sometimes we receive mail that you have received this much amount of money from the bank, or sometimes they have asked the customers mm, passport number, passport details, PAN number details. They said that we are verifying the user, something like that. So let us go to the next slide. We start with email fraud. Email fraud are often used to commit financial crimes. It becomes a simple thing not just to assume someone else's identity, but also to hide one's own. Email fraud involves two things. What are the two essential things for committing email fraud? Let me draw. I'm sharing my whiteboard. If I consider email fraud, then there are two characteristics. What are those two? First is hiding one's own identity. Hiding one's own identity. That means the user is not disclosing his identity. He is hiding his identity, his or her identity. And next one is imposing as someone else. So these are the two features of email fraud. First, the attacker hides his own identity, and next, the attacker is imposing as someone else, as if he is not committing the fraud. Someone else who looks very genuine, someone genuine name of a genuine person is being given so as to save one's own identity. So this comes under email fraud. Now let us go back. Sorry, I'm sharing it again. See, the person committing the crime understands that there is very little chance of his actually being identified. Why there is very little chance? Because he is entering as someone else. Now we come to email spoofing. Look at the definition of email spoofing. I think these are the terms all of you are aware about that term. Email spoofing. A spoofed email is one that appears to originate from one source but has actually emerged from another source. falsifying the name and email address of the originator of the email is known as email spoofing. So email spoofing, here also the identity is, the attacker's identity is hidden and he is trying to impose as someone else. A spoofed email appears to originate from one source, but actually it is originated, or its origin lies from someone else's. Usually, to send an email, the sender has to enter the following information. Whenever you send an email to someone, what are the informations that you write? First and foremost is to write the email address of the receiver. Second, email address of person who will receive a copy of email, referred to as CC. Email address of person who will receive a copy of email but whose identity will not be known to other recipients of the email, known as BCC feature. Now what next? Subject of the message. Subject is a short note, description of the message. And finally, the message itself. So these are the few things that need to be written during email verification. Or certain web-based email services are there which offers a variety wherein, addition to the above, a sender can also enter the email address of the purported sender of the email. The email address is also there. All of you, please listen carefully and try to remain attentive in class. Consider Mr. Ram, whose email address is ram@hotmail.com. His friend's email address is something, say BAB Gilman. Using send fake mail, Ram can send email purporting to be sent from friend's email account. All he has to do is either he will enter the email details of the user, of the authentic user, and service provided for the sender's email will show error. Okay. Now, wait. Email bombing. Email bombing refers to sending large amount of email to the victim, resulting in the victim's email account or server crashing. Server crashes due to bombardment of unnecessary email. The attacker attacks the mailbox with unnecessary emails. The flooding of messages is being done. As a result, the email's account becomes inaccessible. Either it crashes or server crashes. That is called email bombing. threatening emails. Email is a useful tool for technology savvy criminals to the relative anonymity offered by it. It becomes fairly easy for anyone with even a basic knowledge of computers to become a blackmailer by threatening someone via email. Okay, so this is the threat which is being generated. In a recent case, say Ram received an email message from someone who called him or called herself as his friend. The attachment with the email contained inappropriate photographs of Ram. The mail message said that if Ram were not to pay, say, a huge amount of money at a specified place every month, the photographs would be uploaded to the net and then a copy sent to her family. So scared, Ram is first compelled with the wishes of the blackmailer and paid the first rupees, say a huge amount. Next month, he knows he would have to approach her parents or his parents. Then, trusting the reasonableness, he told him the truth, or he told the truth to his family. Together, they approached the police, and investigation turned up culprit. Investigation turned up to catch the culprit. What does it mean? That whenever there is a problem, whenever there is threatening emails, then we should take the help of cyber law. So these are the type of email threats. Next, defamatory email. Cyber defamation is also known as cyber slander, as it is called. It proves to be very harmful and even fatal to the people who have been made its victim. That is called cyber defamation. As has been discussed earlier, cyber defamation or even cyber slander, as it is called, can prove to be very harmful and even fatal to people who have been made its victim. For identity theft. What is an identity theft? This time I am not explaining. I want someone from you to explain things. Someone from you will explain. Shubhashri, you want to explain identity theft?
ম্যাম আমি বলবো
বলো
ম্যাম ওই যে ফেক অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে যেটা করা হয় জেনারেলি
yes
ফেক অ্যাকাউন্ট আইডেন্টিটি সব দিয়ে ইমেল আইডি দিয়ে সব ফেক হুক দিয়ে একটা অন্য পারসনকে প্রিটেন্ড করে যেটা করে কোনো ক্রাইম কমিট করে সেটাকে
exactly. In short, it is like actually this topic is or this subject is compared to other subject, it is easier one. These are the thefts, these are the threats, the attacks, all of you are familiar. Either all of you have faced or it is faced by some of your friend, relative or someone else. Identity theft occurs when someone uses another's personally identifying information. Personally identifying information, it can be name, PAN number, account number, Aadhaar card, something like that. Identifying information like their name, identifying number, or credit card number without their permission to commit fraud or other crimes. The term identity theft was coined in the year 1964. These are comparatively new terms. Now, what are the types of identity threats? These are the several types of identity theft: credit card fraud, communication services fraud, fraudulent loans, children's identity theft, bank account, health insurance fraud, tax refund identity theft, driver's license theft. Or these are the different type of fraud which can be done. Maybe one of the driver who is doing illegal work, he is given the driver's license. Yeah. So these are different types of identity. The motive of the theft is more or less same: to harm the user, to harm the processing of the system. Now, some of the reasons identity theft has become easier. Actually, threats and attacks can be prevented if the users take certain or few measures, few procedures are followed, few steps are taken. Recycling basic passwords such as password or 1234 between multiple accounts. It means passwords should be selected in a proper manner so that the hacker cannot guess the pattern of your password. Throwing sensitive mail in the trash rather than shredding it. I think you have understood. That means as soon as the job of the mail is over, then also those mails should be deleted. Shredded means those mails should be deleted. It should not happen that they are kept in trash for months maybe, because one of the intruder, one of the attacker, they can read my email connecting to banking app on an unsecured Wi-Fi. Never connect an unsecured or banking apps to the Wi-Fi facilities at public places. Maybe they are unsecured, they are not protected. Then so counseling to bank apps is one of the features. I couldn't understand whether all of you are able to understand or not. All of you are silent. How identity theft occurs? There are many other specific clever methods for thieves to steal the identity or personal information. What are the different methods? Stealing. Beware of leaving your wallet or unopened mail around the house or in your car. Grab and go can happen. Within minutes, someone can get hold of your card. These days, even mobile, if some app is open, then someone can see and use your app. Then dumpster diving. What is dumpster diving? Some thieves go through garbage cans to provide information such as unopened, pre-approved, credit card or debit card. Dumpster diving, I think it is clear to you all that if there is an necessary information which is deleted and kept in a trash, then it can happen that the thief can access that place and they can open the pre-approved credit card. Sometimes from private banks, pre-approved credit card loan mails appear in the inbox. So the attacker, the thieves can be benefited from that. Change of address. Thieves can fill out change of address request forms. Once your email is sent to the matrix or the mail is sent to them, they can access the personal information. Then change of address. Thieves can fill out changes of address request forms once your email is sent to them. They can access your personal information. So these are different types of the identity thefts. Cloning credit card information, this is another one. An employee of say a restaurant, gas station or retail store can swipe the credit card through a various device that occupies the magnetic strip information. Is it okay? The cloning of credit card information, just preparing one credit card which can be termed as duplicate credit card. Steps for preventing identity theft. What are the different steps? Freeze your credit. Use strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. Use secure Wi-Fi connections. Shared old documents. Keep personal information private. Consider encryption. Up to this, is there any confusion? File your taxes early. Why it is written file your taxes early? So that no financial information gets leaked. Consider encryption. There are several encryption techniques. Which encryption technique is used for which purpose that knowledge is required. It may happen that one encryption technique one encryption technique is suitable for one kind of theft, or another one is suitable for another type of theft. So a proper knowledge about the encryption technique and the type which suits the need of the consumer must be kept in mind. That is all for today. If there is any confusion regarding this, you can ask. Is there any confusion? Actually, a cyber criminal takes on identity of someone and then uses email communication to download malicious software, visit a fraudulent website, or even instruct other employees to do some incorrect instructions also. So, email communication is considered as a threat. Will anyone ask anything, any type of question, any kind? Everyone is silent, I can see. Shumona, you want to ask anything? Or you have understood?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, so if there is no question, I'm going to end this meeting.